Time for our photos, foliage, and Q&A segment. Thanks to everybody who keeps the photos coming along. We'll start out with the foliage, and we're past peak now. In a lot of northern New England, the North Country is a very quick peak. It was absolutely beautiful, though, wasn't it? You had a lot of lead up with the high color. Then you peaked. Now you've gone past peak. When you get a lot the rest of central, southern, interior New England, a lot of us are at peak right now, and we're at high color when you get near the south coast. Photos, we'll start out with our own. We told you that we have been out and about here. You know, Danielle had quite a surprise with some of our friends. I knew nothing about this. So we've been out in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Absolutely gorgeous weather. It was fun. We had an upper trough that came through, a little disturbance high in the sky, and that caused some thunderstorms the first couple of days. And we've been able to enjoy some real nice lightning along the way, which has been great. Of course, that's a meteorologist's dream, right? Next tropical disturbance, it heads in toward the Dominican, and Puerto Rico comes in sometime as we get to the upcoming weekend and early next week. We'll watch it for a chance of development. But nonetheless, Northern Lights, gorgeous shot, Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Rob, love this one for a whole bunch of reasons. Not only the fact that you got someone looking out there at the Northern Lights, which really humanizes what was an amazing human experience for a lot of us, but also the green. You guys got that not only at Old Orchard Beach, we saw that down through the New Hampshire seacoast, Essex County for that matter as well. Really special, really cool to get the greens mixed in with the reds. At our house in the Merrimack Valley, Danielle and I got to see just kind of the plain red, which was still absolutely stunning. It surprised me. You could even see the colors through the clouds a little bit, too. Here's a shot of the comet. Thank you, Alyssa. This is great. You know what? And you're not alone in sending these in. We've been sharing as many of them as we can, both on social media and to our community gallery. We appreciate everyone taking these. And a lot of you have discovered you can actually see the comet better through your iPhone than you can just looking at it with the naked eye or through binoculars. Now, having said that, you're talking, I say iPhone, Android shots have been coming out very good as well as if they're on night mode. Your opportunity to see this kind of closing here because it's been between 30 and 60 minutes after sunset. Now you get a supermoon rising at the same time, and that kind of mutes it out a little bit. These clouds, we heard from a lot of you. We got a lot of pictures over the course of the last weekend, and that was the stratus undulatus clouds that came through. They look like ocean waves up in the sky, don't they? These develop when you've got a combination of instability in the atmosphere, a colliding air mass, so we had warmth and humidity coming into what had been cool and dry air, and then you get some amount of vertical wind shear, changing wind speed and direction with height. Particularly in this case, wind speed changes with height, and that caused the stratus undulatus deck. Really nice shot. Thank you very much. Marie, Lakes Region Foliage in Meredith, New Hampshire. Again, we peaked, and now we're just about to come down off of our peak color. You're right at the tail end of peak, but it has been an absolutely wonderful and brilliant foliage season, and we're all getting into it. That goes all the way down to Litchfield, Connecticut, too. Sarge 681, thanks for sending in your shot of an autumn walk in the woods this time of the year. It's pretty above, it's pretty below. Right underfoot, it's pretty everywhere in New England when we get into the fall season. How about this one from Jimmy Young, Clinton, Mass, Lancaster Falls Pond? This was taken just about a week ago, because remember, we do this segment once a week, so you've kind of moved along from what was a low to moderate color to now pretty much a high to peak color in Clinton here. It's been a very fast progression over the last 7 days or so. Dennis Power loved the wide angle lens here, the sunrise, the clouds, the textures, the fall color. It's beautiful at the New Hampshire seacoast in Exeter, New Hampshire. Thanks, Dennis, for sending this one along. Love this too. Long Beach, California. Yeah, take us on the road. Why not? Our app works everywhere. You can grab a forecast and send in the photos while you're traveling. Timothy DeLong at Long Beach, California. Fantastic one here. And we'll wrap it up with another far and away shot. Christine Perry Delaney, a tropical view, a beautiful beach scene in Cancun, Mexico. Q&A is one of the questions that came in. We appreciate you reaching out. Was, Matt, do you think now that the temperature's gone below 32, we're done with mosquitoes? And yeah, in the spots that have had that nice hard freeze, most of the mosquito threat is over. If you haven't yet at your house, the frost will kill some breeds, but some breeds will wait until the freeze. So keep up with the bug spray, especially in parts of southern New England have only had a frost. But if you dip down below 32, which is a lot of the deep interior of southern New England after this morning in central and northern New England, then you're in a pretty good place. That's how things look right now. Looking forward to getting back into New England very soon. In the meantime, keep the pictures coming. Danielle and I really appreciate hearing from you all the time. Of course, you can always find our updated videos at onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget to download our app if you haven't done it yet. Noise's 1 Degree Outside Weather. Have an awesome rest of the day. We'll see you over at the website.